to week 25 of Nutrition Dance Kitchen. My name is Sissy Delafano. I am a certified weight loss management specialist and a health coach. And it is my goal this year to do one video a week to show you how to prepare a nutritionally balanced meal, along with getting some pretty groovy dancing in to hopefully inspire you to live a healthy lifestyle. So up to this point, I have pretty much been doing some healthy, nutritious recipes, but today is going to be one of those we're going to wing it days, okay? Because we don't always have a healthy recipe at our fingertips, okay? But I want to show you how easy it is to make a healthy, balanced meal with ingredients that you already have in your kitchen. So what I put together today is I had some lean ground beef, and I seasoned the lean ground beef with a little bit of Italian seasoning and garlic powder, okay? And then I formed them into, you can call them like hamburgers or hamburger steaks, and set them to the side, okay? And then I had some broccoli and I had some mushrooms in the refrigerator. So what I am going to do is I am going to put a tablespoon of olive oil in a saute pan, okay? And a tablespoon of the low sodium soy sauce. And then I put 2 tablespoons of bone broth, okay? And then I heat that up on the skillet, and I didn't bring a measurer in here, so I was going to originally do it on camera, but you know what, we're going to improvise. So I'm not going to put the ingredients in here yet, but I had already chopped up the baby Bella mushrooms, and I had a head of the broccolini, or the sweet broccoli. So I cut up a cup of sweet broccoli and a half a cup of the baby Bella mushrooms. Okay, so you get your soy sauce, your olive oil, your bone broth in the pan, heat it up, toss in your sweet broccoli and your baby Bellas. You can use regular broccoli, whatever you have on hand. You can use whatever greens you have on hand. It doesn't have to be broccoli. Whatever you happen to have in the fridge, whether you have green beans, maybe you have cabbage. So you can just customize it to whatever you have available. And you want to heat that up for like 5 to 10 minutes or until the veggies are a little soft. And then set that to the side. And then I used a tablespoon of bone broth and a tablespoon of soy sauce, and cook the hamburger evenly on both sides. And it took honestly like 5 minutes on each side, so 10 minutes. And then dinner was ready. So I made a portion before the video because I wanted to show you the finished product. But look at that, you guys, that is amazing. And this is dinner, and this is a complete healthy lean and green meal. You have your broccoli, which is loaded in vitamin C and calcium and iron. You have your baby Bella mushrooms, which is loaded, it's a good source of B vitamins and amino acids. And then your bone broth, I have my little cheat sheet. Bone broth loaded with protein. It is really great for your gut health. That's why I actually started buying the bone broth, and I actually heat up like a half a cup. I get the low sodium though. If you're gonna do the bone broth, get the low sodium, because the regular loaded with sodium, okay? So you just take the ingredients that you have in your kitchen and you can make a yummy, healthy, nutritious meal. And I'm just gonna call this hamburger steak with broccoli and mushrooms, right? So hamburger steak with broccoli and mushrooms, and it's delicious, it's nutritious, and you have an awesome meal, So I'm gonna get some of this out of the way. So I want to remind you guys, if you like and share weeks 24, 25 today, and next week, which is week 26, which by the way is halfway through the year. Isn't that crazy? If you like and share the videos, then your name is going to be entered into the next drawing that I'm going to have on week 27 for a gift card. So please like and share Nutrition Dance Kitchen. It's all about getting the world healthy and helping you feel your absolute best, okay? So that is my goal. That's what I want to see for you guys. So I actually planned the music for the old school song Temptation, and as you can see, I have this guy on the table. This guy, he looks so beautiful, right? He just looks so sweet and colorful and just all the things. Well, I can tell you that I was totally addicted to sweets. Like this, you know, was my arch nemesis. This was my enemy because I couldn't stop at just one. Like the more sugar I ate, the more I wanted. So I wanted to talk about temptation, and I also wanted to talk about, you know, your mindset. Like, do you have a deprivation mindset or do you have an empowerment mindset? And I always had a deprivation mindset. You know, especially if I was trying to lose weight and I was on a diet, I would always say, well, why can't I just have this colorful, you know, piece of, why can't I have it? So, I mean, that was like totally my deprivation mindset. But I had to shift my mindset to an empowerment mindset. And the plan that I coach helped me do that. We have something called Stop, Challenge, and Choose. And it's really, you know, stopping yourself in the moment, because normally when we have something like this right in front of our face, it's just so easy to grab it and start eating it, okay? But it's really stopping yourself in the moment and asking yourself, is this going to help me get to where I want to be in my health journey? Is this going to help me do that? And then, you know, that's really challenging yourself, like asking yourself that question and then choosing, you know, your best option, whatever that option may be. You know, so if, you know, you are on a health journey and you have goals to get to a certain place, really ask yourself, is this bad boy going to help me get to where I want to be in my health journey, okay? And if the answer is no, then make a different choice. Make an alternate choice. There are other healthy options out there that, you know, basically what I go by now is how my body feels. And when I eat stuff like this, when I eat stuff that is very high in sugar, I start feeling it in my knees, I feel it in my back, it like kicks up the inflammation in my body, and it just doesn't make me feel good. But not only that, not only does it not make me feel good, it also leaves me craving more. So when I start eating sugar, it's like I just want to, my body just craves more and more and more sugar. So the more sugar I feed myself, of course, the worse that I feel. And not only that, it's not helping me in my health journey to stay at my ideal weight, and it didn't help me in my health journey when I was trying to lose weight. So it's, I really wanted to talk about the temptation. If you don't have it there, you're going to be less tempted to eat it. So really think about your surroundings. Do you keep things in your house for your kids or for your other half that are not in alignment with your goals? If you do, and I know I've heard it all, I'm like, well, I'm not going to punish my kids because I'm trying to lose weight. Well, no, but you can put it out of sight, and that's why Stop, Challenge, and Choose is so important. And, really going through the motions of creating that empowerment mindset, because the longer you tell yourself that you're deprived, the harder it's going to be to stay on your health journey and to reach your goals. So I want to encourage you that it is possible. It is possible to, this guy is not going to do me any favors. He's not going to take any stress away that's already in my life. If anything, he's going to get in the way of goals that I want to accomplish, So when you think about it, and a lot of times some of this will resonate with you, but some of this will not resonate with you. But I've worked with a lot of clients over the last 6 years, and really thinking about some of their reasons why they wanted to get healthy. They didn't want to have to pay for 2 airline seats anymore. I actually, we live near Orlando with all the theme parks, and when the kids were younger, we would go to the theme parks, and I was actually turned down on one of the rides because they said that they didn't have a seat big enough for me to sit in. So that's one of my goals, that was mortifying. So not only being told by someone that you're too heavy to fit in that seat, you can't ride this ride, it was in front of my kids, so they heard that also. And not only that, I missed those memories, those years with my kids, because I couldn't do the things that I wanted to do with them. So I really want you to just, think about your reasons why. Why is this guy who's so pretty with all these colors, how is he going to help you get to your goals, okay? He's not. So stop, challenge, and choose. That is my value for you today. And what I do with things like this that are tempting, I don't like keeping them in the house because I'm human. I want to eat it too. So here's the garbage, and there you go, buddy. I am breaking up with you. I no longer want anything to do with you, right? That's the way you got to do it. Treat it like an ex, and just say, nope, we're not going there. So I hope you guys have an amazing week. Be blessed. Take care of yourself. You only got this one life, and I want to see you live it to the fullest. All right. Be blessed. Love you guys.